So this reminded me on Facebook Memories today because I always thought I was gonna have a full-time job. I thought that's what you do. You get a full-time job, your 401k, you do all these things. And I was in a relationship at the time, long-term relationship, and ended up breaking up with him. And the very next day, I go to look at condos because I knew I had to move out, right? And my rent at the time in West Virginia was $400, like, because we each paid, you know, $400 in like this little apartment over a garage. And I'm like, no, like I feel like I deserve better. And I don't know if that's you, if you're here and you're like, I know I deserve better. Like I want to be like Kelsey, and I want to get rid of my cleaning business. I want to be like Lindy and get rid of my daycare. I want to be like Marsha and move out of the trailer, move into an apartment, drive. She had Escalade, shut your face. Like, I don't know where you want to be in that, but for me, I had a very hard time taking that leap of faith, but I knew that I was destined for something more, and I do believe that every single one of you that's here knows that about yourself, or you wouldn't have showed up. Like, anybody could have come to this. I don't know how many thousands, hundreds, whatever people were invited to this, but you showed up for a reason. I do believe in that. And I went to this apartment. It was a luxury condo down in Frederick, Maryland. I don't know how many of y'all know Maryland that well, but Frederick, Maryland's pretty nice. And they show me this apartment, and the lady says, okay, you can get it, but it's going to be first month, last month, and a month of rent, right? Pretty standard, right? I was like 23 at the time or something, 22 at the time. I said, oh, geez, okay. At the time, I'm making like $1,500 a month in my business. And I'm like, well, this is not going to work because I do not have money like that. And it pushed me because I knew I had to break up with the guy, right? I knew I needed to move into a better place. And I said, all right, I'll give it to the end of the month. I'm going to figure it out. I was just telling Alexander the story today. And I tell you what, that was my first $10,000 month. Like I could not tell you how I did it. I just tell you, I don't think I slept very much. I think you told me no. Okay, next. Woo! Like I think I was probably like a crazy person talking to everybody. Anything that moved, I was going to tell you about the business. Like, oh, you need to join my team. Join my team. Like I had to. It was a different level of hunger. And so wherever you are in this life right now, that different level of hunger, I always tell people, I would love to do business with all of you, quite frankly. Like, I love it because I know it works. I have a level of belief about this team and this product and this company that you don't even understand. But I will tell you, you will succeed if you are hungry. And I am still hungry. I am not like, oh, it'd be great to make that. No, I am still starving. Like, y'all, you are not done. You need to understand that. I feel like I know you know what I'm trying to say right now, but like, you're not done. I'm still starving for success. This is not my limit. Y'all are not at your limit. Do you understand that? Like you are not there yet, and you know that, or else you wouldn't be here right now. I'm starving I'm like emaciated to change people's lives. Like I'm so hungry, I got like steak knives for teeth, okay? Like it is all about changing people's lives for me, because quite frankly, there are not enough opportunities in this world that are actually even. You know what I'm saying? Like she mentions, I get out of prison, who's gonna hire somebody from prison? It's a really good question. Like, it's a really good question. How many of you, like women, there's a lot of women in here, how many of y'all know about the wage gap in America? Are you serious? You do the exact same job as a man, you get paid 70 some odd cents on the dollar? Really? Like, that's a real thing. We won't even get into other demographics like races. Are you kidding me? Like, it's out of control. Let me tell you what happens when you join a business like this. I don't care what you look like. I don't care where you came from. I don't care if you're from Yale or from jail. I say it all the time to her, and I say it all the time to our team. Where your past was does not dictate where your future goes in this. It is your work ethic. It is how you show up for yourself. It is how you show up for your family. And for me, I show up every single day. You can ask anyone in the room that already knows me. It doesn't matter to me, because it wasn't supposed to be me. My story needing $300 a month to pay rent, take it way back to being grown and raised in the country, in a family in poverty, in a house that's way too small for 6 people. Anyone relate to this? You get one chicken on Sunday because it's cheaper on Sundays, and that chicken lasts your whole family the whole week. You turn it into like cream of chicken and sweet and sour chicken, and no chicken left by the end of the week when they make fried rice. Oh, y'all are laughing. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't grow up a who's who. I grew up in a place where you're supposed to have the generational curses, right? Where it's like, oh, I was born poor, mom was poor, dad's poor, grandma's poor, great-grandma's poor, and it's just that cycle. No, it can stop with you. But not if you sit around and do the same thing you always do to get the same thing you always got. And I know it can be uncomfortable to take a leap of faith. Quite frankly, if it's not uncomfortable, if you're not somewhere between scared and nervous, I was barfy when I started this company. I'm like, oh no, like I don't know about these things. Like, what am I going to tell? Ooh. And now my whole life has changed. So whatever your budget is tonight, whatever it is, I don't care what the number is. Get back to whoever invited you here and give us a number. Okay? Just tell us a number. Don't say, oh, it's only a little bit. I don't know what that means. Just like, I don't know what, I got a lot of money. What does that mean? I don't know what either one of them means, but I can tell you it is an equal opportunity for every single person. I can tell you the timing is so good with keto. Y'all know what the keto diet is. People still don't know what ketones are. That's exciting. I got a Range Rover parked out there somewhere, I don't know where we parked, with big old keto down the side. It's great driving down the highway and watching my Instagram followers go up. They know what keto is. They don't know what ketones are. It allows us to be the first in the market for that. And this is going across the world. We just had an Italian leave our house, literally Italy, like not like, I'm from New York. No, like literally from Italy. I know, I'm a comedian. I forgot to warn you, okay? But our business is exploding all over the world. I let him stay at my house. I said, stay at the house, drive the Porsche. I don't really care. Do whatever you want to do. That's fine. He's like, what? I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is life changing. He's like, we got to bring this to Italy. Y'all, where are there more carbohydrates in Italy? Like, I would love to know. Nowhere. Like, I don't know, Japan, because the rice, who knows, right? But watching this take over the world, watching these Mexicans, or I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico, but Mexico is poor, y'all. We think we have it bad here. It is bad there. Like, I've been to Mexico many, many times. I'm not talking Cancun. I'm talking like in the slums of Mexico City. You got like, it's different. Right? Watching these people all over, different countries, different cultures, different everything, excited about the ketone conversation, I just know the timing is right. And I can promise you there is no better team. And I'm not, I mean, maybe I am biased, okay? But I will tell you, I already told you we're the fastest growing team, and I can promise you we're not going anywhere. That's going to continue to be the way it is. We will continue to be the pace setters, and I'm just getting started, which means if I'm just getting started, then I'm able to coach you and teach you and train you and mentor you to do the same. I will never boss you around, even though my nickname's BOSSLEE. I promise you that. But what we have here is special. What we have on this team is special. What we have with this product is special. What we have with this company is special. What we have with our CEO is special. He literally flew to Vegas just to support me when I taught on that stage with 15,000 people. And he did it by being on the CEO panel 2 days before me in front of 15,000 people. Like, all heart, all alignment, and I'm just telling you, it changes people's lives. So I don't know if anybody else wants to tell their story, but she didn't say the amount, but I wish she did. I was like, oh, what's your story? And she's like, oh, you know, I made $78 last month. I'm like, tell your story. Because how many of you right now, you're like, hey, $78 is like 2 tanks of gas.
It's half daycare for a week.
2 boxes of diapers.
Yep, yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be about you getting rich. It can be about you making a little bit of money to put more food on the table. Some of our highest achievers in this company, I love their story because they started because they were on food stamps and they only had $400 a month for their food for their family of 6. And now they're multi-million-dollar earners 4 years later. So it might start off wanting a little bit of money, or wanting to quit your nursing job, or wanting to spend more time with your children, or wanting more one-on-one time with your partner, or whatever it is. But it might just turn into something a lot more. But it's gonna start like that. It's gonna start with, oh, I got my ketones for free. Then it's gonna start with, oh, I made 78 bucks. Then you'll see her a year from now, she'll be like, oh, well, I'm driving my free blah, blah, blah. Because that's just kind of what happens on our team. So she already said it, but I'll say it anyway. I love every single one of you, and thank you for coming to this. I'll definitely take some questions because I know you have them. And I know it might be weird for some of you. You're like, she loves me, girlfriend don't even know me. But people literally hate people around this world for no reason. So I will love you for no reason. And then as time goes on, we get to know each other's stories, know each other's backgrounds. You can give me a million reasons to love you. So I love you all. God bless you.